Hey everyone, good afternoon. It's a rather damp and gloomy, what are we, Thursday today? A rather damp and gloomy Thursday. Well, in fact, it's been pretty miserable all week. I think Monday was the only good day. So today, I'm at one of my customers. I don't know whether I've done any filming here actually. But I've got some borders just to finish tidying up. I've done quite a lot cutting back here. I couldn't film here the other day because it was absolutely pouring. I was cutting back along the fence line as the neighbour's garden is a complete derelict mess. So I was cutting back some overhanging trees and stuff. Yeah, that's the neighbour's garden. Anyway, so I've got this border to tidy up. There's bulbs coming up, so I'm going to just give it a final tidy up. A few bits of rows need cutting down. There's the verbenas here, which can be cut down now. A few other bits and weeds to pull out and stuff. Some other bits there. So I've got that to do. Also, up the end of the garden, there's a couple of buddleias which I just need to finish cutting back. There's a load of other tidying here, but that's going to have to wait till after Christmas now. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get cracking on with this. And we'll see how we go with the weather as to what I can film. Rightio. Okay, so we've got the Japanese anemone here. This is finished, so we can tidy this up a bit. they always die back over winter, so I'll tidy it up and then we can mulch around here then. Okay, so we've got these verbena here, which I've finished now. They're not going to do anything now, so we can cut them back and they'll come up again in the spring. So I've got to be quite careful because, as you, don't know whether you can see, a lot of bulbs already coming up, which is one of the reasons I want to get this border mulch now, so that it's all mulched and then the bulbs can come on up when they're ready. There's some that flower early right through to some that flower quite a bit later in the spring, so as you can see, some of them are well on their way already, so hence why I want to get this done before it gets going any further. There's a rose here I'm just going to tidy up. and then some more stuff at the back here that just needs a quick tidy. Okay, so we've got some salvias here, which obviously have finished flowering now, or near enough. They're not going to do much more now. The weather's changed. So what I'll do, I'll just give these a little trim back, and then what we can always do is cut them back a bit more in the spring when they start to get going again. But we'll just tidy them up for now. I think when I planted these they were a lot smaller, and I think I made the mistake of probably planting them a little bit too close together, but I might move them later on. We'll have a look, although they do make quite a nice splash of colour together. There we go, so that's probably pretty good actually. They might not even need much in the spring, to be honest, but I can check if there's any dead bits or anything. But at least they're tidy for now, and I can get round easier to mulch the border. What I've really got to watch out is obviously there's a lot of bulbs coming through, so just got to be careful where I tread, keeping an eye out. Okay, so we've got here some nerines which have Well, they've just about finished flowering. It's a bit too cold and damp now, so they've gone over, so we can cut those back. We've also got a little penstemon here, which was only planted quite young last year. It's done quite well this year, but it hasn't flowered. But I might just tidy it up just to take the weight off it, just so it doesn't get battered around by the wind and the weather. Yeah, I think we'll just take the long stuff back for now. Just leaving it with a bit of protection in case we get some harsh frosts and stuff, and if we even get any snow, which we don't tend to here very often, but you never know. Sometimes it surprises us. But yeah, there we go. So as you can see now, it's a bit, if the wind's moving it about, it's a bit sturdier now. Okay, so over here we've got a bit of a mess going on. There's some quite tough grass that keeps popping up here, but the trouble I've got is it's kind of growing in amongst the roots of some of the plants, so I think what I'll do, I'll just tidy it up as best I can for now, and then maybe in the spring dig them up and try and pull it out of the roots a little bit more. Don't really want to disturb them too much this time of year, but in the spring we can do that once the bulbs have sort of there's a lot of stuff in here. There's daffodils, crocus, there's some hyacinths as well, which aren't showing yet. Yeah, there's quite a lot of real nice spring border this. What I'll have to do is do a video of it once most of it's out in the spring. It's a real spring one. Alright, we'll just tidy up this rose, taking off any dead. Just take back these main ones. Again, stop the wind blowing it around over winter. And obviously then it's ready. What I tend to do with the roses is probably won't with these, but on some of them I'll tidy them up for now and then cut them back a bit harder once they start to show signs of sprouting in the spring, about sort of March time. It's a good time to take them right back if you need to, but to be honest, these will probably be fine now. There's some stubborn brambles in here. Let's just get that out of the way. Yeah, I don't know whether you can see on camera, but some more bulbs at the back here. This border is literally full of bulbs, so hence the reason for wanting to quickly get it mulched up now because it's a border that in the summer gets a lot of full sun air during the day, and some of the stuff struggles as it is, but mulching just helps to keep the moisture in and put a bit of goodness back into the soil, so it's really worth doing, especially on this border. Okay, so there we go. I've given it a quick tidy up, just pulled out the worst of the weeds, finished cutting back anything that needed cutting back or tidying up. I have to say the Contoniaster there is looking nice at the moment. It's a funny little bit of hedge this, because it's got just about everything growing there. Got some Contoniaster, there's some Escalonia in there as well in the middle, and seem to have a bit of Pyracantha as well, and a Buddleia growing at the end, which this year got a bit swamped by the mimosa tree, which is going to flower lovely later on. So anyway, so now I think I'm just about ready to get some mulch on here. So over here I've got some bags of rotted manure. There we go, I don't know if you can see that very well. Some nice rotted farmyard manure that I got from my mates. So yeah, there's a few bags there, so I'll just see how far that goes. But the main thing is I want to get that border mulched up, because it's just full of bulbs. So if I don't do it now, it's going to be too late. Ooh, that was close. Okay, there we go. So that's all done. Glad I managed to get that done. Now all bulbs can come up now whenever they're ready. Quite a few already up, but there is a lot that you can't see yet that didn't really show up on camera, but they're just starting to poke through. So that's good. Glad I got that done. So yeah, I've just got a bit of tidying up here. There's another salvia, almost forgot the name of it, another salvia there, and a couple of roses to just tidy up. I mean, the borders need a little bit more work, and then there's this bed here which has got quite a few hellebores, and it's got some spring. You've got the azaleas. There's a couple that are struggling from the hot weather the other year, and a rose there that's still flowering weirdly enough in December. But we'll give these a quick tidy up at least. I'll just take some of the dead leaves off, just so the flowers show up a little bit nicer. We've got some nice ones coming up here. These were only planted the other year. A nice one, this one. Let's take some of these back. Go too mad just yet, because sometimes it's handy to still see where they are. Just take some of the bigger leaves off and the ones that are dying back a bit more. There's an azalea here which has revived slightly, but not very well. Okay, so we've got this rose here. Just give it a quick tidy up. Right, then we'll just give this salvia a quick tidy up as well. Love the smell of these when you prune them. Right, so that just about wraps up that video. Just a quick little bit of tidying up, just at one of my regulars last visit before Christmas. So I'll be back to finish tidying up some of the other bits probably in the new year. Anyway, like I say, that's the end of this one, so thanks everyone for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. We'll catch you later.